On this episode of Cox Connections, if you're not familiar with the Mexican dumpy frog or the fire-bellied toad, you can be with a visit to the Virginia Living Museum's exhibit, Frogs, A Chorus of Colors. We'll learn about the exhibit and these singing amphibians. Also, a battleship, secrets of our deep oceans, and a shark experience are all here in Hampton Roads at Norfolk Nauticus. Find out how you can make your summer more fun and educational. And connecting youth to technology is a core value of Cox Communications. Find out how the Connect to Compete program is helping low-income families with internet access. Stay tuned, Cox Connections is next.
The centers are truly designed to be homes away from home for our service members.
Our goal is to help them not just get out of homelessness, but to help them to stay out of homelessness.
We leveraged $44 million in financial aid and scholarships.
Boys and Girls Clubs and our rallying communities so that we can ensure that our kids have a great future.
Salvation Army Ray and Joan Kroc Core Community Center, a phenomenal facility that will change lives.
Hello, and welcome to Cox Connections. I'm your host, Emma Inman, Director of Public Affairs for Cox, Virginia. They chirp and yap and croak. Some of them whoop, snore, and whistle. We're talking about frogs, 70 of them from across the globe. And these amphibians are currently at the Virginia Living Museum, where you can see and hear each and every one of them. Here to talk about these amazing creatures and the current exhibit, Frogs, A Chorus of Colors, are Judy Triska from the Virginia Living Museum and Patrick Rain, zookeeper from Clyde Peeling's Reptile Land. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Emma.
So Judy, tell us about Frogs, A Chorus of Colors.
Well, the Virginia Living Museum has this summer the most advanced frog exhibition in the country in our changing exhibit gallery. It is amazing. 70 live frogs from across the country that you can see close up and personal, nose to nose. There's interactive kiosks, there's hands-on activities, and it all comes from our, created by Peeling Productions out of Clyde Peeling's Reptile Land in Allenwood, Pennsylvania. So they've been our partners in this, and they're fabulous.
So 70 frogs from around the world. I didn't even know that 70 types of frogs existed. So Patrick, tell us a little bit more about the frogs that people will see when they come to the exhibit.
Well, at the exhibit we house about 20 different species of frog, from the incredibly tiny, beautiful poison dart frogs, all the way up to very large frogs, such as African bullfrogs, or even this little guy here. This is a smooth-sided toad. These animals are found in northern South America. They are a nice dark brown coloration in order to help hide in the leaf litter and in the dirt, and they spend most of their nights walking around looking for their prey, which consists primarily of small insects and small mammals. And these guys will live around anywhere from about 10 years and can actually grow up to sizes of 8 to 9 inches in length.
8 to 9 inches, so that may not be full grown, but it's pretty large.
Yep, a lot of people don't realize, but frogs can get incredibly large. In fact, the largest frog is the Goliath frog that can actually weigh up to about 8 pounds.
Wow, 8 pounds. That's incredible. And I see she has her own built-in camouflage.
Yep, she's this dark brown color, and that's because frogs are actually, our true toads like this one here, actually do not have any teeth. So they need to be able to hide from their predators, and they actually also do have toxins on their skin that'll actually help them, if anything were to try and bite them, could deliver a toxic load that could cause, for this animal, irregularities in heartbeat. So for a person, it could make you feel quite sick. For smaller mammals, it could actually be fatal.
Wow. So Judy, I'm sure that these frogs are getting interesting reactions from your visitors at the museum. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, they definitely are. Our families who have come to visit so far have just been amazed by the variety of frogs that we have. The variety of colors, beautiful colors, especially the poison dart frog that Patrick mentioned. Beautiful electric blues and bright greens and beautiful bright orange colors, just really something to see. Almost they don't look real. The colors are so brilliant. And also the variety of sizes that they see in the exhibit. I never would have known there were so many small frogs and then the larger frogs. And then they'll also, the children really enjoy the interactive kiosks that I had mentioned earlier. One in particular is if you're an anatomy buff, the children can actually go in a computer-generated program that they're actually, with a touch screen, they're actually able to have a virtual dissection of a frog, so they can go inside and see what a frog looks like inside. And then there's also videos and hands-on where they can play a symphony of frog sounds and play with that, or they can also see a large skeleton, the world's largest skeleton, the Goliath frog that Patrick mentioned, even see that skeleton and learn about that in a video. So it's really some fabulous hands-on things, fun facts, more than you'd ever need to know about frogs.
Sounds like some great interactive learning opportunities. And I can hear her. She's doing, it's not quite a chirp, but a little sound that she's making.
She's just a little bit nervous being out in front of so many people. These guys, especially since they're nocturnal, like to actually hide, and so we're kind of interrupting her beauty sleep right now.
I see. A napper during the day. Patrick, frogs certainly are really interesting, but you were sharing with me earlier that they play a particular role in human culture. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yep, frogs are incredibly important in the environment, for one, because they eat primarily insects. And so in areas where we're starting to lose frogs, we're seeing a huge boom in insect populations, things like mosquitoes. So we definitely want to keep these guys around for us, especially if we're going outside during the summer months. And they also provide a very important role in medicine, surprisingly enough. The toxins that are found on a frog's skin can be used by scientists and people in the medical field to be harnessed and actually create very powerful medicines. Some dart frogs actually have toxins on their skin that, when harnessed properly, will be able to help us create a painkiller that's actually hundreds of times more potent than morphine, but completely non-addictive. So it gets rid of one of the biggest drawbacks. So it's pretty amazing what these animals can do.
That really is amazing. And of course, the fact that they keep insects in check, also really important for us as well. So Judy, tell us what else our viewers need to know about the exhibit.
Well, the exhibit is included in daily admission, so one ticket gets you in for the whole day.
And how long will it be at the museum?
Till September the 7th. Through Labor Day, so it is our summer exhibit. It is a frog summer at the museum. And we do have a few extra things that we're going to have throughout the summer. One is a companion program. Of course, those who are familiar with the museum know we have our Abbott Planetarium. It's a 70-seat full dome planetarium, and we'll have a special frog-themed show that's called Noisy Neighbors. And it's a great show about a couple who is forced outside after a power outage, and they're forced to not only hear the wonderful night chorus of the frogs, but they're forced to look up and see the beautiful night sky with the stars, and there it ties into our planetarium program.
So we encourage you forced to experience nature and experience what's going on.
Right, and that's just a few extra dollars for that program. And then there'll be special Saturdays where we will be partnering up with community partners. The Virginia Herpetological Society will be here on one Saturday. It'll be one Saturday a month. The Herpetological Society, then we have Frog Watch will be with us another Saturday, and for another Saturday we'll have the Virginia Game and Inland Fisheries organization. So,
and if people want to learn more, is there a website, or are you active in social media?
Absolutely. TheVLM.org is our brand new website. It's got everything you need there that'll point you in all the right directions and give you all those great dates on our calendar. And also our Facebook page is very active. So we ask you to go and like us and find out what we're doing every single day on our Facebook page.
Awesome. Well, thank you both, all three of you, really, so very much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma.
Coming up, if you've driven into Norfolk on Waterside Drive, chances are you've seen the mighty battleship Wisconsin resting at berth beside Nauticus. Find out how you can get a sneak peek inside the Warrior of the Seas. Stay tuned for more Cox Connections.